everyone, Carol Hickman here with Chickstamper. I wanted to come on today and show you this really cute pillow gift that I'm sending out as a thank you this week to everybody who's ordered over this past weekend. I like to send out a thank you for all those orders that qualify, which are over $35. And everybody's going to receive the cute cards that we made last Friday during last Friday's Facebook Live. And they'll receive these card kits. So everything's ready. I've tied the bows. They'll receive everything except stamps and the ink, and they can put them together at home with the directions, or they can change it up and use it however they want. So with those card kits, I wanted to send out this little thank you gift. So we've been working on Christmas in July these past couple weeks, and this is our thank you gift. You can see it holds a Ghirardelli chocolate square, and I used the evergreen border punch as well as on those cards. So let me show you that. So the evergreen border punch coordinates with the evergreen elegance stamp set. They're a bundle, so you can save 10% when you purchase them both. So that's kind of nice. And then on last week's cards, we also used the Stitch So Sweetly dies and the TaylorMade tag dies. So these are both, because they've got nested shapes and they've got these cute sentiment shapes. They're just great all-round versatile sets to have. But for today's thank you gift, we used our stitched rectangles. So you can see there's many sizes. Again, they nest. They're just really versatile. We're using the second to the largest size. And I've gone ahead and cut it out with soft succulent cardstock. For today's project and last week's projects as well, we used the Tidings of Christmas designer paper. Isn't it fun? This is a 6x6 pack, so you get 48 sheets in a pack. And these are all the one side, and then it flips over and this shows you what side's on the back or what design is on the back. So this paper pack uses Cherry Cobbler, Evening Evergreen, Misty Moonlight, Sahara Sand, and Soft Succulent. So I thought that a soft succulent base today would be great for this project. All right, so I've gone ahead and I've cut this out with my die machine. Now I'm gonna get my scoreboard and we're gonna score it. So this is the second to the large die in the stitched rectangles. We're gonna score at 3/4 of an inch, 1 inch, 3 3/4 inches, and 4 inches. And that's along the top edge of the long side. We're gonna turn it 90 degrees and score at 1 inch and 1 1/4 inches. Okay. So we'll be able to use our bone folder here to burnish these fold lines, or score lines, I should say. But first I'm gonna trim off this really large rectangle in each corner, okay? And that's just gonna help us when we go to put our little box together. Kind of a mini box, half of a box, because it's just really just gonna fold up and make a cute little holder for our Ghirardelli square. And this little spot where I messed up, that's okay, because that's not gonna show where I kind of scored off there a little bit, so that's okay. All right, so I've got my bone folder here. We're gonna burnish these score lines. And some of these score lines are 1/4 inch apart because we wanna make a little pocket. That pocket's gonna hold that Ghirardelli square. Oopsie, there we go. And then the front ones. So just a little bit of adhesive here. We're going to put on a couple pieces of designer paper, and I've chosen the ones with the little pine trees. And this piece is 1 7/8 by 2 5/8. So we're gonna go ahead and put that on the inside. You just get some adhesive here. And it's just gonna go on the inside pocket. It doesn't show very much, but it's just nice to know that it's there. There we go. And then the other one goes on the front. And it is 7/8 inch by 2 5/8. So just a little scrap, kind of fun to use up those scraps so they don't get wasted. There we go. Okay, so now we're ready to just fold and adhere. Look how easy that is. So I'm just gonna put some adhesive on both sides of this front flap. And then we'll just fold our little box up and adhere it just like that. I just put my bone folder in there to kind of press against. Okay, ta-da, so that's pretty easy, right? So I want to decorate. Let's use our evergreen border punch. I have a piece of evening evergreen cardstock, and I'm just going to punch a section so that we can put these cute little evergreens onto our thank you gift. Let's see. I guess that's long enough. We can trim this here and move our punch. Now the negative you could use on a different piece or the same, another thank you gift if you want another little treat holder. If you just turn it over, isn't that cute? The trees are a little bit more narrow, but they're still the same evergreen trees. Pretty cute. All right. So I'm just gonna trim this. I can kind of see where there's room. And we'll trim that. Great. Okay. So I'm going to put on a couple of glue dots, and I'm just going to put them on the side ones because there's side pieces here for it to adhere to. Pretty simple. There we go. Again, I'll just try to get in here, or you can get in with your bone folder just to kind of help press in there and help hold that together. Okay, so I have a 16-inch piece of ribbon. This ribbon is so gorgeous, you guys. This is the Evening Evergreen Chevron Weave ribbon. And I hope you can see that it has those little chevron designs on it. So I'm just gonna fold it around. Oh, this might even be a little bit too long. Look at that. We could do a bow, or with a shorter piece, you could do a knot. I did a knot in my first one. But we might have enough for a little bow here. Let's see. So you can decorate this, obviously, right, any way you like. If you're using a different Christmas set, you might put a star or a cute little stocking, whatever you think would be cute in your decorations. There we go. All right, so we are just pretty much done. Let me grab my little Ghirardelli square here, and we'll put that in there. And then I thought it would be fun to use some of the holiday rhinestones, so we can decorate the trees with that. I also use these on the cards on Friday, so they are out and handy. Let me get my pick-me-up tool and let's take a peek. We'll just use some red ones. And no wrong or right, I'm just gonna kind of put them, try to stagger them a little bit, but obviously the taller trees, they could go a little higher on. And then we'll put one on this tree. All right, how simple was that, you guys? Using your stitched rectangle dies, you can make a little treat holder. So if you were putting in a different size candy, you could just adjust this where you scored on the sides. But I just think it's a fun, easy treat. These are fun little giveaways for obviously your coworkers, for kids at school, for their teachers and friends. But think about the person that delivers your mail or your packages, and your grocery store clerk, things like that. Or if you have an appointment, you can just pass these out to the office workers. I just think it's fun. It's always fun to give little treats away. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thanks again to those of you who have ordered this past week. I really appreciate it. Your class packets with your card packets and your thank you gift is going out in today's mail. Thanks again, you guys. Take care.